Summer is finally here. The beaches are hot, the swimming pools are cool, and the kids are home from school. Oh my gosh, the kids are home from school. Thankfully, we have Rose on today's show to tell us about all about a brand new collection to help keep your little ones busy so you can have 5 minutes of peace. Rose, what do you have for us?
I'm so excited that summer is here. And what do we got for you? We got Kids Summer Kickoff. But don't let the name fool you. It's not just for kids, and I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. But here in this fun destination, we've sorted everything out so you don't have to. Let's start with Common Sense Media. This is our third-party expert whom we love partnering with. I find it a great resource for all parents. If you ever have a question about a piece of content, TV, movies, even books, here is where you go to see, is it safe for my kid to watch? Is it age appropriate? All of that good stuff. And we have the recommendations right here. And then we've got free movies for kids, new kids TV from this year. Also, we've got a music festival that's safe for kids where you can sing karaoke or start your own dance party. And then we get to something that I make sure we always have, whether it's TV or movies or both, that's safe for the entire family. Notice I keep saying safe, okay? Here's why. And this is the one reason why I always want something that the entire family can enjoy. I'm gonna take you on a deep dive real quick on why, okay? So let's go back to the early 2000s, and I'm on a family trip with this guy that I'm dating. We've got his parents, we've got his brother and his girlfriend, and we've got grandma. She's, up there in age, but still a little spry and all that good stuff, okay? So when you're visiting family, you always want to do something together. So what better way to spend time than a family movie night, okay? Family movie night with grandma. So remember, this is early 2000s. Blockbuster was still around. We're looking for a movie, and we see on the cover, okay, Owen Wilson, great. Vince Vaughn, check. This is going to be good. Will Ferrell, yes. We're going to have some live, laugh, love time, okay?
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong, right? Grandma's sitting and settled in her chair, and we start the movie. You guys, the movie's old school. Old school. If you don't remember what old school is, in like the first 10 minutes, there's porn, there's threesomes, there's full frontal, they talk about gangbangs. I mean, like it's ridiculous. There's no turning back.
Okay? No. First of all, when was there ever a movie that Vince Vaughn was in recently where it was family friendly? That should have been a giveaway. Vince Vaughn, you should have known. Like Swingers, Vince Vaughn, like.
That's true.
I can't talk about that. But
yeah.
The movie was old school. We for some reason we just were like, we gotta forge forward. We gotta keep going. So we kept going. Poor grandma. At the end of the movie, I will never forget what she said to this day. She turned to us real slow and she said, I didn't care too much for that movie. I mean, she was so disappointed. I felt like I was being reprimanded. Oh my gosh. So that's why, to this day, when we are handpicking content for you, it's because of that moment. There has to be something.
I think we've all had that moment. We've all had it. Don't feel bad.
If we go back, in the collection, there is something that says like TV for the entire family. Okay. So here's my family safe pick for the entire family. And sometimes they're not necessarily cartoons. People are, adults get tired of cartoons. There's no porn, there's no drugs, there's no gangbangs, no threesomes, okay?
Don't say it again. Don't say it again.
This proves my point. You see how uncomfortable you guys are right now?
Just one more time. Say it one more time.
No!
Okay, where's Cooks in America? Wholesome, family fun content. It's safe. You can turn it on. Grandma's gonna enjoy it. It's actually really funny. Think of like America's Funniest Videos with cooks and like These people are really bad cooks. I can relate to them too, because during the pandemic, I was like, I'm not a bad cook, but I'm not a great one either. Anyways, this is my pick. Okay, highly recommend it if you're gonna have some sort of family night and you need to watch something. Okay, David, what would be your pick?
So I recently discovered that there are more than 100 episodes of the old 80s and 90s animated series Garfield and Friends, available on Xfinity platforms for free with Zumo and Peacock. So if you don't recall, Garfield and Friends is based on the beloved Jim Davis cartoon strip Garfield, and it ran for 7 seasons, 121 episodes from 1988 to 1994. And if you're really young and somehow don't know Garfield, he's a cranky cat who hates Mondays, loves lasagna, and is a constant source of stress for his human owner, John Arbuckle. John also owns a dog named Odie, who Garfield also torments. There's a local kitten named Nermal, who is, for some reason, Garfield's mortal enemy. I loved Garfield and Friends when I was a kid. And one of my favorite Christmas specials of all time is actually an episode of Garfield and Friends. It's called A Garfield Christmas. You can find it under the additional episodes category on X1 and Flex. It's such a beautiful little story. And while I loved Garfield and Friends, I absolutely hated when the show would focus on the friends portion, namely the farm animals of U.S. Acres. The show would often split episodes. Every episode had 2 stories. So sometimes it was 2 Garfield stories, but sometimes it was a Garfield story and a story about U.S. Acres, which followed a pig named Orson and his barnyard pals. There was a anxious duck, a couple of sheep, a rooster, a chick that had not and for some reason could not fully hatch out of its egg. It was just 2 little stick legs sticking out of the bottom of an egg. It was the worst. Like, even as a kid, when U.S. Acres cartoon would come on, I'd turn it off. Like, sorry, Orson, I don't care about you or your awful brothers, Mort, Gort, and Wart. But if you are looking for a great throwback to watch with your kids, Garfield and Friends is a great choice, and it definitely includes some of those snarky jokes that only parents could enjoy with their little ones. So that is my pick. Do either of you remember this show?
Yes, absolutely. Lasagna, it had to do with food. I remember it.
Yes.
Lasagna was a very small part of it. It was important to Garfield, but kind of a throwaway to the entire show in general.
No, I disagree. David, if it's important to Garfield, it's important to me.
That should be a t-shirt. If it's important to Garfield, it's important to me. Copyright, trademark,
We're clearly friends
patent
with
pending.
Garfield. We're copywriting everything.
Yeah. Kayla, what is your family-friendly TV show or movie?
Mine is Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. So the first one, I have seen both, but I'll pick the original so everyone can start from the beginning. It's a reboot of the original Jumanji that came out. Was that in the 80s, 90s, 80s? I don't know.
90s.
Listen,
90s.
I was the 90s. Okay, I was terrified of the original. Terrified. Stuff swinging from the ceiling. The quicksand. And my brother would laugh at me like, "Why are you scared of this?" I'm like, "This is not for me. Like, this is not it." So, I've grown up since then, and I have seen the reboot.
You're terrified by different things now.
Yes, right. Yes, this is hilarious. I mean, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart. Now, this is the cast, Rose, that is family safe. This cast right here, you're in pretty good hands. It's essentially it's a reboot, but it has a fresh take. It's like high school kids discover this old video game where before it was like a board game. That too, like that just freaked me out for some reason. I don't know. I didn't like the board game. I didn't like that. Look, I'm weird, guys. So they become these like avatars in the movie, and it's laugh out loud 2 hours straight. I love this. I love this film. It's amazing. just seeing Jack Black act like a high school girl is just hilarious to me.
You're right. This is
so good.
Very family-friendly cast. Not like Rose out there looking like, oh, Samuel L. Jackson and Liam Neeson. These are family-friendly stars here. Let's put this one on for Grandma.
To my defense, this was like still early 2000s, okay? So
that's
Bond's body of work, I don't think was that extensive, if I recall.
I guess this is before Elf. So, Will Ferrell, he kind of got it together after a while.
I guess it was before Elf.
I think so.
It's not playing well into my thing, but...
Doesn't help your argument at all.
Right. But in either case, to close this tab, guys.
Look, wait, one question before you close it. I have a question. Was that the last night of the family visit, or did you have a day to redeem yourselves?
That was the last time.
Oh.
I mean, we broke up too, so I will not always be remembered for, the girl who chose porn and gangbang.
Yeah, there it is. There's the third time. Close us out. Now give us the voice command for this collection now that you said that, please.
Wait, I need to put some other words between that and the voice command. So, for wholesome family fun from ages 2 to 92, say Kids Summer into your voice remote.